what's happening here, and I get that she's savvy and she's beautiful and I wouldn't take any of her talents away from her, but something about this story is making me feel uncomfortable because she's posting on Instagram and all the others nonstop these very sexy photos. And now she's got throngs of young men showing up at all of the gymnastic meets. And it's to the point now where it's a huge distraction. Like they're behaving badly. And it's not really her fault exactly. She said, please behave respectfully. Other girls are trying to compete. She at some of these is trying to compete. But they're young men and they're doing bad things and they're behaving badly. And it's become this huge distraction for gymnastics, her teammates, her opposing teammates. And I've got to be honest, I feel like, well, what about the girls who aren't this beautiful, who just wanted to do gymnastics and wanted the sport to be about the sport and not how pretty you can make yourself on social media and get, you know what I mean? I'm genuinely wrestling with it. I'm rooting for her, but I'm also feeling a little, but I'm dying to get your takes on it. What do you think, Carrie?
Yeah, I mean, my first reaction is, where are her handlers? I mean, it's so sad. And Britt and I talk about it all the time. It's like our young girls, really, truly, we are at war. I mean, our kids, there's a war on women and children, especially young girls. They have no role models to look up to. I mean, we talked about this just a few weeks ago with you, Megyn. You know, Kim Kardashian is who they want to emulate, and it's who they look up to. So why are we surprised when we see young women, you know, doing this and putting their breasts out there and their butts out there on the internet just for the likes, for some random dude in Kansas to tell them they're pretty? I mean, what message are we sending to our young girls? And so we need to start calling it like it is. And this girl should not be doing this. And I honestly, I mean, I was like you at first. I was like, oh, you know, good for her. Now the colleges aren't making all the money. Now it's the young, you know, the young people making the money. But she's really putting herself out there. And I think that she's, you know, there's a potential case where she could get hurt. You know, you could have a stalker, you could, you know, get assaulted. And I just feel like this is wrong. And we really need to teach our young girls to protect themselves. And what you put on the internet never goes away.
What do you make? So how do you square that, Carrie, with, you know, having been in pageants and having to do the bathing? Like, how is this different in your mind from that?
Well, I mean, yeah, parading yourself on stage, you know, showing that you work out and that you're healthy. I think we've lost touch with, you know, presenting yourself in a healthy way. Yes, I love showing, you know, beauty and expressing myself. But when you take it this far to where you're just showing yourself to the world and posing in a provocative way, that's totally different than showcasing your beauty on stage at a pageant. You know, would I let my daughter compete in Miss USA? Absolutely not. You know, but I think that her handlers need to get a hold of her and you know, rein her back a little bit, because this is ultimately going to hurt her, I think, in the long run.
They're not going to do it, Britt. She's making bank. She's reportedly worth $2.3 million now at this very young age. She made like $1 million, I think, this past year alone. I can't remember what the number is, but she's worth 2.3 because of these social media posts, because she happens to be pretty and she whatever. But like, think about it. Like, if you're another girl who doesn't have the benefits of just great genetics, right? But you kick ass at gymnastics. It used to be that would be enough. Like, you could just show up, Mary Lou Retton, whoever, and you just kick ass, be strong, be the best, and you'll be the one with all the accolades. Now, we're so vain. We are the Kim Kardashian selfie vanity culture. And that's the lane that she's actually making her money in. Yeah. It's not really, I'm sure there are other great gymnasts.
You're exactly right. And was it Mary Lou Retton? Was she the one that broke her ankle and then did it again? And
that was Carrie Strug,
perfectly,
wasn't it? I think I'm trying to remember but I think that was Carrie Strug, and then she nailed it.
Oh yeah.
But Mary Lou Retton also gave us an amazing.
She was my hero.
She was crusher.
She was my hero. But you know, it's funny. That was before social media, and I remember watching that. I was in Yosemite when those Olympics aired, and I was little. And I remember seeing that and just, you know, the crowd erupting. And then anyways, but I just remember seeing her strength, her perseverance, and thinking, I want that. And how sad now that we live in a social media driven world where it's because Olivia is really pretty. I looked through her Instagram. She's really cute. And gosh, it's sad too. You scroll through just a few laps and it's like, she was so little not too long ago. Like, she was just this tiny little thing, you know, and you watch the gradual change in her social media very quickly go from just very cute and innocent out on a lake to, you know, posing in lingerie. But I think that that's an indictment on the world that we have created for our kids with social media, where, what I had growing up when I was a little scraggly kid in Yosemite watching this amazing Olympic athlete land on a broken ankle. And she was the hero. She was the idol. And I wanted that strength and perseverance. To now, little girls are seeing a very beautiful blonde bombshell in lingerie on social media. And that's the ideal. And that's the idol. And I wonder, think about our kids. The implications that we'll have on our society going forward. It's very sad.
Me too. So my daughter's 11. She's going to be 12 in April, and she's a great soccer player. She's hardcore. And she goes out there with her little teammates, and they play so hard. They're rough and tumble. They're sweating. They're coming into puberty. Some of them have acne. No one's thinking about how they look on that soccer field. It's about winning. And now that Kim Kardashian thing is infecting like segment after segment of our society to where like, I don't want to get to the point where, they're having to do their eyeliner before the game because the throngs of guys that they've attracted intentionally on social media with overly provocative pictures might be, it's just, I don't mean to be too prude about it. I understand we've all been, in your case, incredibly attractive women. In my case, a wannabe attractive woman at a young age.
Right now. Stop that.
No, I'll bring out the pictures. I will bring the pictures. But my point is, I understand we all wanted like male attention. That's a natural part of growing up. This seems like it's a different animal to me.
Yeah. And, one other thought I had was on the guys, right? Because I read the article where it was like a mob rule that the guys just came and they wanted Livy.
Wait, we have that. Let me show it, Britt. Let me show it and then make your point. Here it is. Chanting Livy.
Give us Livy! We want her! We want Livy!
Oh my God. Go
it's
ahead,
really
Britt.
scary.
I mean, in a way, you guys, in a way, it's kind of nice to see men act like men. I mean, I hate I'm probably going to get shamed for that. But
and support women's sports.
Like, wow, those are some manly men that like women. Hallelujah.
Carrie's got a point.
Should be turning this whole thing around. I don't know. It's like, I just feel for the other girls who are just there for the sports, who are not going to be able to do anything like this. In any event,
the social media world is creating a mess. And we've said that you can't take it away though, but we didn't grow up in the world of social media. And so we're having to navigate it as parents for the first generation who's being raised in a world that is all social media. Even what's the new, Facebook has the meta world, right? Is that what it's called? Meta world, where it's like AI and
metaverse.
Yeah. And you live in this world. It's going so far where I think we're starting to see the fallout of just of this new normal that we didn't grow up in. And now we're having to try to navigate it for our children and create boundaries and right. And we didn't have that. We didn't have this beast in front of us. So we're having to learn as we go. And watch carefully, parents, because it's changing so fast.
It's been a while since you've heard me talking about the amazing extreme altitude wines from the Bonner Private Wine Partnership, but they're back with an amazing offer for my audience. It's winter, and these flavors go great with any hearty meal. They do. You're going to love it. And with any meat you're going to have. They're unlike any wine you've ever tasted. Blackberry, leather, smoke, little dark cherry in there too. That makes everything better. The wines are almost impossible to get on your own. The producers deep in the Andes Mountains make limited quantities, you see. But today, I have an amazing offer that I have not had before. If you visit bonnerprivatewines.com/MKS, you will not only get wine for over 50% off, plus free shipping, you will also get a bonus bottle of small batch limited wine production from their exclusive wine cellar. That's 4 bottles for the price of 3. It's a deal that's hard to turn down if you are a wine lover like I am. They have cut out the middleman, so you will not pay a big markup. You just visit Bonner, BONNER, privatewines.com/MKS to claim your bonus bottle and become a part of America's most unique wine club. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.